It's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. It's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. Not my brother, not my sister, not my mother, oh Lord, I'm standing in the need of prayer. Not my father, not my aunt, not my uncle. I don't think that's the word. I'm standing in the need of prayer. It's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. It's me, oh Lord, I'm standing in the need of prayer. Who doesn't stand in the need of prayer just about every day? Thank God for a privilege to carry everything to Him in prayer. That old song says, what a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. What a friend we have in Jesus. Yes, I'm going to look up some words to some of them old songs. How are y'all this morning? Look, it is 10 o'clock. I've had a shower. Didn't have to wash my hair. Makeup. Sound the alarms. Clothed on my way to Grandparents' Day for Mr. Reaid man. So, it's going to have more grandparents there than anybody else. No, not everybody's getting to go. John's not getting to go because he's on another campus today, about close to 2 hours from here. So, but Michael's parents are there, and then my ex will be there. Together again. No, we're together a lot because of the grandkids. It's all good. He's remarried happy. I'm glad he's remarried happy. No, I'm glad I'm remarried happy. God is good. He's the God of second chances. Woo, I didn't mean to start on all of that this morning. I know, where have I been again? Y'all just, I've heard people say over and over and over again that when they retire, they wonder how in the world did they work. Well, it's because they didn't do all the running around for everybody that they do when they retire, when they worked. Does that make sense? This is a crazy week. I had to go buy groceries and everything yesterday. Yesterday was an okay day. I got some washing done. That was Monday. I'm going to Grandparents' Day. I'm leaving there, coming back. I'm going to get all of Mother's medicine and taking that to her. I've had to buy more yarn for her. And then she calls me this morning and says I need dog food too. Okay, add that to the list. So then I got to take all that back to her. So I'm backtracking a good bit. And tonight I got Bible study. And I got something else I need to do today. I'll tell y'all about that in a minute. Tomorrow, Wednesday, I have to pick the boys up after school and keep them. That's not too bad because I still have them in the morning. Thursday, I pick both boys up after school. And I bring them home with me for the weekend. They're good. They just wear their gan out. They're so active. Ashley and Michael are going to the beach for their friends trip. They do this, and all their friends go without kids. John and I just really haven't been anywhere this summer, but it's been so hot. But we're going to sneak a fall trip in. But I tell you, I'm already having to look at the weekends and think when. But they're coming home with me Thursday evening, spending the night. We've got them all day Friday. I'm going to let Reaid stay out of kindergarten because it's just, his school is like 16 miles away, so it's a little hard. Try to get him to school, come back home, blah, 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 all that. So, since he's just in kindergarten, we're going to let him stay home Friday. But then he's got ball practice back, about 18 miles back. John doesn't know that yet. So he's got ball practice Friday evening, and then they'll spend the night Friday night, and then we'll get them to their other grandparents Saturday. And then they will have them Saturday, and then their parents will be home Sunday. So, it's a busy week. A busy week indeed. Mother's done called me this morning. I tried to talk to the lady from Charter Cable, and she would talk to me in English, and then she would talk to me in Spanish. Well, what she doesn't realize, we had a little electrical storm last night, some pretty heavy lightning, and she didn't call and tell me. I have her a cell phone. I pay for it. It's on my cell plan, and she knows to keep it charged and keep it on at all times. And so she's been doing real good with that lately. And so she didn't call me last night and tell me that her cable went out. I guess she knew there wasn't nothing to do, but I could have gone ahead and called it in. But anyway, so my neighbor, her neighbor, gave her the number to call Charter. I always call the cable company for her. And so she said, I talked to that lady, but then she was talking in English, and then just all of a sudden she started speaking in Spanish. That would be a recording, Mother. But I didn't go into the... And I had my hearing aids in, but I could not understand what she said. I don't know Spanish. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I didn't have the heart to tell her this morning that that was a recording. I will later. I like to harass her, so I will later. What a woman. I have a very funny story, and I'll probably put the video clips on there of the saga of the missing medicine, is what it's going to be called. I've got so many videos to get done, folks. My bullet journal flip is way overdue. I've got to get my fall home tour videoed. I've got teaching lessons. OMG. And I just told you what kind of week I'm going to have this week. So, I'll get there. I promise you. I promise you. I'm hoping to film just a little bit with Reaid today up there. So if I do, I'll put that on the end of the clip here. I wanted to tell you, it's 10 after 10. 10 o'clock, 10 minutes ago, 6 years ago, I lost one of the most precious women in my life. I lost my Sissy. September the 13th, 2010, at 10 o'clock. So the other place that I've got, we're going to pick up some flowers and take them down and put them on her grave today. Now, I'm able to talk to you about her, where in times past I couldn't. But Sissy had been sick for a long time. She had the mesh in her from several different surgeries that has been recalled. And actually, one particular time, they went in and all of her organs was adhered to her abdominal wall from scar tissue. But she had a lawsuit in for the mesh. The Lord just opened that up for me to find that out from watching television one night. And it took us several months to figure out what mesh she had in her, because the doctors were not real free to tell us. But then we finally got it, and she had the exact number in her that the FDA had recalled. That it's the mesh that gets in there. And what they were doing, like with the hernia surgeries, they would take the mesh through the opening, pull it back through, and it was supposed to open up and close the wall. In some circumstances, it was not opening up. Some circumstances, it was opening up partially, but it was not like adhering to the hernia wall. And what would happen, it would splinter and go all through the body. And she had that. The only relief she could get was when she was standing. Now, obviously, we can't stand all day long. But if she sat down, she hurt. She could finally lay down. She couldn't just like lay on the couch without hurting. She had to be almost in a fetal position, pulled up, I imagine, to take the pressure off. I'm going to put a few pictures in here at the end that I put on my Facebook. Most beautiful lady. She was 11 years older than me, so almost like a second mom. She taught me just about everything in life. She would tell me stuff that my mother wouldn't tell me. But she got married the first time when she was 16, so I was only 5. And so needless to say that every house she ever lived in, there I was. It was a very different type of sister relationship because she was like a second mother. For the first 2 years after she died, I had no hope. My first grandbaby was born, Reaid was born 10 days after she died. Just a few days after we buried her. So, looking back, I was in such a fog when he was born. It was like the greatest of times, the worst of times. I could not get rid of the grief, and I'm a strong Christian. The circumstances around it were just so difficult that I just felt like I could have done more, and if I had done more, and if only I had done more, and if only I had been there with her, that none of this would have happened. And that's just not the case. But it's taken me years to get to that place. I've told y'all I've never shared my whole testimony on here because my testimony is quite overwhelming. When I tell you the things that have happened in my life, I shared it with a young group one night, and I realized when I got to the end of it, like, dang, they are overwhelmed. So it's almost like my life is in 3 segments. Actually, I'm in the 4th segment now. But my Sissy was the sweetest, kindest woman, but she was also a woman that had unrest in her. My daddy had started preaching when she was very young, and he was so hard on her. Everything was wrong. He even did me that way to a certain extent, but he had calmed down a whole lot, and he had lightened up a whole lot, but my Sissy caught the brunt of it. And then the next sibling is a boy, and boys just don't catch. Even though they did, they just don't catch the discipline many times that girls do. She could grow a beautiful plant out of a stick. She wore the best of her makeup out in the yard to work in her flowers. She came into my house every time she came in with a glass of Diet Mountain Dew. She could cook like crazy. She loved to collect things. And she always smelled wonderful. She had a laughter that was almost wicked. And everyone thought she looked like Joan Collins, the movie star Joan Collins. I always told her she was the pretty one and I was the talented one. She could not sing. She'd sing like this, real deep. Boy, she was a looker. So, I guess this is kind of my little tribute to her today. I have chosen today to celebrate her life and to celebrate the many things that she imparted into me. And I celebrate that she is whole and healthy and happy. I sang a song. I did a eulogy at her funeral. It was an unbelievable strength that God gave to me because I fell apart afterwards. But I wanted her to be remembered by the happy, funny stories that we had so many of. But I sang a song, it says, "If you could see me now, See, I'm walking streets of gold. If you could see me now. Something I say. I'm healthy and I'm whole. If you could see me now. You know the pain has been erased. If you could see me now, you'd see a smile upon my face. If you could see me now, you'd never want me to come back to this place. If you could see me now. It's not the exact tune of it, me just throwing it out there. But I pre-recorded that, and we had it at her funeral. And that was so true, because I know if I could see her now, there's no way I'd want her back in this world hurting. But I loved her with a love that's eternal. We had such a special sister relationship. And she had a lot of ups and downs in life. A lot of downs too. But she is healthy and whole now, today, in 2016. And you know what? The beauty of it is, I will hold her in my arms again and smell that awesome smell and get to see that smiling face and throwing that head back and laughing. I will get to be with her again. So Sissy, I love you. And I'm glad that I can smile on September the 13th. Now, it's taken me, it actually started last year, the 5th year. And I know it's because God had done such a healing by me being in His Word. So I'm so thankful that I can do this. I love you. And I'm going to come back. Hopefully I have no idea how long this video is. It doesn't matter. I'm going to come back hopefully with a little bit of footage of Reaid. And I'll put a few pictures of my beautiful Sissy in there for y'all to see. Love you guys. Love you so much. Thank you for always being there for me. Welcome to all the new subscribers. There has been an influx of new subscribers and people actually that are watching. I thank you so much for that. And I look forward to getting more videos on this week, hopefully. Love y'all. Bye. It's Grandparents' Day. Are you going to be on my vlog today? Tell everybody hey. Say hey, YouTubers. You excited?
Can you go to my house today?
Your granny's going to your house today, and then I'm getting you. You're coming to my house this weekend.
You staying with Gang this weekend?
Yes.
Both of them?
And brother.
We're not like it.
I think you do.
Hey. Hey, you got some teeth missing there, boy. Hey, are you here at Grandparents' Day too?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You going to school here?
No.
No, okay.
No, he's going to my side.
Eat that sandwich. That's the second sandwich. He's loving having everybody here with him today.
Not all of my grandparents.
Yeah, Sue couldn't make it because of blind.
But it's good for you.
Yeah.
This is all, hey, Granny.
I still don't like school.
Do what?
I still don't like school.
Did you get chilled?
Be careful, buddy. So, why is everybody here with you today?
I got this
You having a hard time?
we already got
Grandparents' Day.
toys.